Good morning, class. Today we are going to tackle about the measures of variability. And why is it important to know about this? I know some of you may background knowledge na about sine. So why is it important? Okay, anyone? Yes? Yes, very good. It is to determine or to measure the distance from one score to another score. And in the measures of variability, we are asked here to find the range, mean deviation, variance, and standard deviation. But their formulas is naga-differ depending if it is ungroup data or group data. So now let's proceed sa ungroup data. For ungroup data. So diba we are asked to find the range, mean deviation, variance, and standard deviation. So, our example, our data is 83, 84, 85, 26, 103, and 99. So, ano yung mutas ni? First, kinanglanan natin siya around like this one. Wherein, naka-ascending order. Meaning, halin sa nubo, pakadto sa pinakataas nga data, and of course, naka-vertical order. Okay? Next, out sa sini nga data, makakuha ka na sa range. So, what is the formula in finding the range? Simply, highest score less lowest score. So, sa sininga data, what is our highest score and what is the lowest score? Yes? Very good. 103 is our highest score and 83 is our lowest score. So, 103 minus 83 is equals 20. So, our range is 20. Now, we are done sa ating range. Let's proceed magkuha sa ating mean deviation. So, first step in finding mean deviation is of course, kuhaon mo danay ang mean sang data. So, our formula in finding the mean of our data is summation of x over n, where x is our data, this one, and our n is the number of our data. So, like this. 83 plus 84 plus 85 plus 96 plus 99 plus 103 over 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why nga nag-6. So, 550 over 6 is equals 91.67. That is the first step in finding our mean deviation. Kuhaon mo danay ang mean. Second step is this column. Magkuha sa sininga column is every x is minusan mo sa mean. So, proceed. 83 less mean ta, which is 91.67, is equals to negative 8.67. 84 less 91.67 is equals negative 7.67. 85 less 91.67 is equals negative 6.67. 96 less 91.67 is equals 4.33. 99 less 91.67 is equal 7.33, and 103 less 91.67 is 11.33. Now, ano na mo tara nyo de? Yes, may mga negative signs. Paano na siya mag-positive? Of course, by the help ng ating absolute value. Absolute value of x minus mean. Copy mo lang niya siya. Basta positive sign na sa sininga column. Okay? After that, add up 8.67, 7.67 plus 6.67 plus 4.33 plus 7.33 plus 11.33 is equals to 46. Now, let's proceed sa ating formula for finding the mean deviation. And here it is. Mean deviation is equals to the summation of absolute value of x minus mean over n. So, ang ating values ng summation of x minus mean is r, which is 46. So, r 46 divide n, which is 6. So, equals 7.67. Our mean deviation, therefore, is 7.67. Now, we're done sa range mean deviation. Let's go sa variance. So, our formula in finding the variance is denoted as s squared. So our formula is S squared is equal to summation of quantity x minus mean squared over n minus 1. So first, we have to get the numerator. So, balik to this sa table. We have first to square this data. Square ta ni isa-isa. Multiply ta by itself. So, 8.67 times 8.67 is equal to 75.17. 7.67 times itself is 58.83. 6.67 times itself is 44.49. 4.33 times itself is 18.75. 7.33 times itself is 53.73, and 11.33 times 11.33 is equals 128.37. Now, to get the numerator, sa ating na formula for finding the variance, i-add up ta lang ni siya. Add up ta lang ni siya. Alright, 75.17 plus 58.83 plus 44.49 plus 18.75 plus 53.73 plus 128.37 is equals to 379.34. Therefore, our summation of quantity x minus mean squared is equals 379.34. So, substitute 379.34, n minus 1, 6 minus 1 is equals to 379.34 divided 5 is equals to 75.87. Therefore, ang ating na variance is 75.87. Now, let's go in finding the standard deviation for ungrouped data. Simply, ang standard deviation is just the square root of variance. You see? Note mo taran nyo? Yes. So, ano lang nakapos? Square root of atong yung variance, which is 75.87. So, square root of 75.87 is equals 8.71. Okay. Let's proceed for ungrouped data of measures of variability. Now, we're asked to find the mean deviation, variance, and standard deviation. So, for example, we have the scores of 50 to 54, 55 to 59, 60 to 64, 65 to 69, 70 to 74, and 75 to 79. Better nga kung magkuha ka sa group data of the measures of variability, you have to do the table like this. Diba? Para hapos go on in the process pagkuha sa mga ginapangita na ini. Okay? So, proceed ta. So, our given frequencies are 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11 with a total of 43. Now, x. There is a group data, x or midpoint. It is midpoint. Midpoint is denoted as x variable here, okay? So, group data. So, 50 to 54, our midpoint is 52. 55 to 59, our midpoint is 57. 60 to 64, our midpoint is 62. 65 to 69, our midpoint is 67. 70 to 79, 74, our midpoint is 72. 75 to 79, our midpoint is 77. Now, fx. But silingon, f times x. So, 3 times 52 is equals 56. 5 times 57 is equals 285. 7 times 62 is equals 434. 8 times 67 is 536. 9 times 72 is 648. 11 times 77 is equals 847. And we have to total this one. Summation of fx is equals to 906. Now, again, what is the formula for finding the mean deviation in group data? Yes? Yes. Summation of fx over summation of f. Diba, sa group data, kagina is wala to yung f, wala to sila yung frequency. So, dire, sa ating group data, may frequency today. Okay? So, never confused. Okay, our formula in finding mean in group data is equals to summation of fx over summation of f. So we have now the value of our summation of fx, which is 2906 here, over 43, which is the summation of our frequencies, 43. So 2906 divided 43 is equals 67.58. Now, second step in finding mean deviation is to get this column, every x minus mean. Every x. Where ang x is 1, the midpoints. So 52 less our mean, which is 67.58, is equals negative 15.58. 57 less 67.58 is equals negative 10.58. 62 less 67.58 is equals negative 5.58. 67 less 67.58 is equals negative 0.58. 72 less 67.58 is equals 4.42. 77 less 67.58 is equals 9.42. Again, may mga negative sign para makuha kinanglansang absolute value. So kung may absolute value, just copy the numbers and make sure may naka-positive sign tanan. Positive numbers tanan. Okay. Now, another column is needed para makuha ang values ng aton nga mean deviation. Okay? We just need to multiply the frequency to the value of absolute value of x minus mean. So, ari lang. Frequency, aring frequency ta. Ang aton absolute value x minus mean. So, i-subtract at i-multiply ta lang sila. So, 3 times 15.58 is equals 46.74. 5 times 10.58 is equals 52.9. 7 times 5.8 is equals 39.06. 8 times 0.58 is equals 4.64. 9 times 4.42 is equals 39.78. Then 11 times 9.42 is 103.62. After that, we need to sum it up. 46.74 plus 52.9 plus 39.06 plus 4.64 plus 39.78 plus 103.62 is equals to 206.64. Summation of f, quantity of x minus mean is equals to 206.64. Now, let's go sa ating formula of mean deviation. Here it is. Mean deviation is denoted again as MD. MD is equal summation of f, quantity of x minus mean over summation of f. So 206.64, this one, less 43. Our f, the total value of our frequencies, which is 44. So, are 206.64 divided 44 is equal 6.67. That is our mean deviation. Now, in finding our variance, s squared is equals to summation of f, the quantity of x minus mean squared over summation of f. So, para makuha ta balik ta sa table ta. This one na. So, frequency times the quantity of x minus mean squared. Okay? But silingon, squared mo danay ang value ni x minus mean. Squared mo danay, again, squared mo danay ang value ni x minus mean. After that, i-multiply mo siya sa f. To get this. Okay? Now, 15.58 times itself times 3 is equal to 728.21. 10.58 times itself times 5 is equal to 559.68. 5.58 times itself times 7 is equal to 217.95. 0.58 times 0.58 times 8 is equals 2.69. 4.42 times itself times 9 is equals 175.83. 9.42 times 9.42 times 11 is equals 976.10. Now, let's sum it up. Okay, may are at the values ang ating frequency, the quantity of x minus mean squared. Let's sum it up. 728.21 plus 559.68 plus 217.95 plus 2.69 plus 175.83 plus 976.10 is equals to 2,660.46. Summation of f, the quantity of x minus mean squared, is equals 2,660.46. Now, let's go back sa ating variance. Since may value na tas ang ating summation of f, the quantity of x minus mean squared, let's just substitute. So, 2,660.46 less summation of our f, which is 43, is equals to 61.87. Now, our variance is of course 61.87. Now, let's proceed in our standard deviation. Again, standard deviation is just the square root of our variance. Kung ano aton variance, square root lang na standard deviation na ina. Okay, so S is equals square root of 61.87. You see, square root of 61.87 is equals 7.87. So that's all about measures of variability. And now let's recall the formulas in finding the measures of variability. Simply, range is just you have to subtract the highest score to lowest score. Okay? So now, in ungroup data, how to find the mean deviation? Yes? Very good. Summation of quantity x minus mean over n. How about in finding the variance? Yes, very good. S squared is equals to summation of the quantity of x minus mean squared over n minus 1. How about the standard deviation? Yes, very good. That's right. You just have to square root your variance. Okay, the answer for variance, square root mo lang na standard deviation na ina. How about in ungroup data? What is the formula for finding the mean deviation? Yes. Very good. Summation of f, the quantity of x minus mean over summation of f. How about the finding the variance in group data? Yes. Summation of f, the quantity of x minus mean squared over summation of f. How about the standard deviation? Very good. You just have again to square root the value of your variance. Amo lang ginakahapos. That's all. And thank you and goodbye, class.